Hello, I'm Jenny with the Williams County Public Library's Pioneer Branch. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple 9-patch quilt block. We're going to make the top, we're going to quilt it, and then we're going to do the binding just like you would do if you were making a large quilt. So I have 9 squares already. They are 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. And that is giving you a 1/4 inch seam allowance along all the sides. So we're going to start with the top. Just sew along one side, back stitch to secure it, and then get the next one, right sides together. Just down that side. Back stitch. So we have the first row done. Second row, always right sides together. This goes really fast, just very simple. Again, of course, right sides together. Try to keep them as even as possible. Didn't sound good. I have lost my thread. Just gonna rethread real quick. Bear with me here. Like that. Third row, right sides together. As even as possible. Last square on there. Now you're done with the 3 rows. So now we want to get them all together. First we need to iron them. Now when you are ironing these, you want to do the top row seams outward, like that. The middle row, sew the seams inward. And then that'll make it fit together really nice when you sew all these together. So outward, inward, and then this one is outward again. A little bit of steam helps set that too. So now you're ready to sew the 3 rows together. I'm going to fold it like that and do it this way. Coming off a little bit, get it even. That last row on as even as possible. Right back. Check as you go just to make sure these are really even. I'm a little bit off here. That's okay. I'm not an expert. It's just for fun. Now you might want to right now snip all of your extra threads that are sticking out everywhere. And then press it again outward on the bottom here. I should say downward, and then this one upwards. And just that quick is your 9-patch quilt block. So now we want to add the batting. So now this should be about 12 by 12, the top. And then I have a piece of batting already cut, 12 by 12. And the back fabric is, I think, about 15 by 15. We're gonna cut that down. Give that a little press. Just get those little wrinkles out. Lay your back fabric, your batting on top of your back fabric. Try to get it as centered as possible. The top, right on top to the edges. Cut that. So now we're going to put a few pins in just to hold it. And we're going to do a quilting technique called stitch in the ditch, which is really, really easy, and it goes really quick, especially for something this size. So put a few pins in, and it'll bunch up a little bit, which is okay. So I have a few pins in, and now we're going to stitch in the ditch, which just means stitching right where these seams are. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Just try to get it as close as possible. You might be off a little bit in your measurements, and that's okay. It'll still look good. You'll notice it moves a little bit. Just try to straighten out the back fabric as you go. So we're done with that row. Get the next one. Same thing, really easy. Stitch in that ditch. Like I said, it's okay to be a little bit off. This is moving a little bit more than I like, but that's okay. Raise that. And then we're going to do these two. So simple, so easy, and it looks so cute when you're done. It's a really quick, fun, easy project. Doesn't take very much time. So we have this one last row to do. Get in that ditch. Now all three of your layers are quilted together. You can see the lines, it looks really good. So now we're going to remove the pins. And this part is what takes the longest. We are going to just make sure this looks pretty even. That's not perfect, but it's okay. Those extras out of there. So now we're going to do the binding. You want to fold this over just in half, just up to the edge here, like this. And then press that so it'll stay folded. Do that. Well, let's do it this way. Then you're going to fold it like this up onto the quilt top and press it again. Just like that. So when you turn it and come to the corner, let me snip some of these extras off again. I didn't get them all. When you come to the corner, you want to fold it into a triangle like that and press it. And then fold it in half like you did with the first one, right up to the edge there. So fold this up, and that corner looks pretty good, pretty even. Press again. Sorry, a little steam. Get that corner nice and flat. I'm going to pin this just on the corner. So, third side, same thing. Fold the corner into a triangle, press, fold it up to the edge, and press again. Fold it over. Corner looks nice. This is the most time-consuming part, and even this doesn't take too long. Pin this corner. Now the last side is a little bit different. You want to do both corners before you make your first fold. So there, and then this one, press it, and then fold it in half. Make sure that corner's tucked in. Press. And then fold up. This corner looks a little bit wonky. That one looks better. So press that down. I'm going to put a couple more pins in, and then start to sew the edge here. Okay. One more pin. See, that corner looks pretty good. I'm not that great at perfectly mitered corners, but I think the finished product looks okay. Looks pretty good. So now start about right here. You don't want to start right on the corner. And try just to sew as close to the edge as possible without going off. And it might get a little bit bumpy. Just smooth it with your finger as you go. Got a little fold there, that's okay. Take the pin out. Keep the needle down, turn, and continue. Some people use Elmer's glue stick to keep their corners, their sides down. I don't do that, and I don't pin a lot. I think you can do pretty well just holding it down with your hand as you go. It doesn't take much. Turn again. Get rid of this right here. It looks kind of messy. Just tuck the fold in, make sure it's staying in. Just keep going. Take this pin out. Right there on the corner, turn it again. Folding up a little bit there, that's okay. Just fix it as you see it happening. So we're almost done. Pin it right here, needle down, turn, and then back stitch over right where you started. Secure that, and then you're done. Just clip off the excess threads that are sticking out, and you have a finished quilted binded 9-patch quilt block. You can make several of these and use them as placemats. It could be a wall hanging, a table centerpiece to put a candle or something on, or even a gift maybe for a little girl, a quilt for her baby doll or something. So thank you for joining me today. If you come into the Pioneer Branch Library, you can pick up a quilt kit. It has the 9 squares, the piece of batting, and the piece of back fabric. So you would need your own sewing machine and basic supplies, iron, scissors. We have 12 of these. They're first come, first serve. And you can just come in and pick it up and follow along with the video and make your own 9-patch quilt block. Also, I'd like to mention, on the WCPL.org website, you can click on Research. From there, click on OWL, O-W-L, and then on the left side, you'll see DIY and how-to guides. Click on that, and then right in the middle, there's crafts and hobbies. If you click on that, you will find literally hundreds of crafts to do, links to click on. It's really neat and really cool, so check that out. Thank you. Have a nice day.